In a small village surrounded by tall palm trees and red earth roads, there lived a young boy named Kito, his mother Mama Zola, and the village drummer Old Bobaton. The people of the village believed that the drum in Bobaton's hut carried the spirit of their ancestors. Whenever the drum was played, it reminded the villagers of unity, honesty, and kindness. Kito and his mother lived a very poor life. Mama Zola sold roasted corn by the roadside, but some days she returned home with only a few coins. Kito hated seeing his mother suffer. Every night, he promised himself that one day he would become rich and give her a better life. One evening, while returning from the river, Kito passed by Bobaton's hut. The door was slightly open. Inside, he saw something shining beside the sacred drum, a small bag filled with gold coins. Kito's heart began to race. These coins could change everything, he whispered to himself. My mother would never suffer again. But he remembered the words Bobaton once said to the children of the village. Gold can feed the stomach, but honesty feeds the soul. Kito stood there for a long time, struggling with his thoughts. Finally, the temptation became too strong. He quickly grabbed the bag of coins and ran into the darkness. The next morning, the village gathered in the square. Bobaton looked deeply troubled. The sacred drum's offering has been stolen, he announced sadly. The ancestors trusted us to protect it. Whoever took it must return it before sunset, or the drum will fall silent forever. The villagers gasped. The drum had guided the village through wars, harvests, and celebrations. Without it, the people believed the village would lose its spirit. Kito stood among the crowd, his heart pounding like thunder. The coins were hidden under his sleeping mat at home. He could not even look at Bobaton. Days passed, and strange things began to happen. The village festivals felt empty. The farmers argued among themselves. Kito could no longer hold the secret. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he confessed everything, the coins, the lie, and the fear. Mama Zola listened quietly. She did not shout. She only placed a hand on his shoulder. My son, she said softly, poverty can bend a man's back, but dishonesty breaks his spirit. The only way to heal your heart is to return what you took. That night, under the moonlight, Kito carried the bag of coins back to Bobaton's hut. His hands trembled as he knocked on the door. Bobaton opened it slowly. I took the coins, Kito said, crying. I wanted to help my mother. I am sorry. For a long moment, the old man said nothing. Then he looked at the boy's tear-filled eyes. Stealing was wrong, Bobaton said, but courage is not the absence of mistakes, it is the strength to admit them. He placed his hand on Kito's head. The ancestors value honesty more than gold. Because you returned the coins and spoke the truth, you are forgiven. The next day, Bobaton gathered the villagers again. To everyone's surprise, he told them the full story. Instead of shaming Kito, he praised his bravery for telling the truth. Then Bobaton handed the bag of coins back to Kito. These coins will now help your mother start a small farm, he said. Let this be a reminder that honesty can turn mistakes into blessings. The villagers cheered. Mama Zola cried tears of joy as she hugged her son. That evening, Bobaton lifted his drum and struck it gently. Boom. 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 The powerful sound echoed across the village once more. The people danced, children laughed again, and peace returned to the community. Kito grew up to become the next village drummer, always reminding the young ones of the lesson he learned long ago. Moral lesson. True wealth is not found in gold or riches, but in honesty, courage, and the willingness to make things right. Herb Drum Sparkles.